All right, Andrea, well, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
Great. Happy to be here.
Wonderful. So how about you go into kind of like your journey and how you got to where you are today?
Okay, well, I started off as a art director, actually. I went to school for advertising and graphic design, and I was the art director of Soap Opera Digest, which is a magazine with soaps. And I learned, basically publishing, magazine design. But I was actually a dinosaur by the time I hit 30 because we had a drawing table, everything was by hand, there were no computers. So I decided to take some classes when I had some children, went back to work, and decided to learn the software, taking Photoshop classes. And this is when the web was emerging back in the mid-90s. And I was lucky enough to take my skill as being a designer and turning it towards the web. And I worked with a company that everybody started saying, hey, I need a website. So it was a good move for me to escalate to that next level and took off from there.
Wonderful. That's great. So why don't you talk to me about some of the core services you offer and the ancillary services you offer at Wagner Web Design?
Well, our core service is custom web design for small business. Whether attorneys, restaurants, just about any business these days needs a website to legitimize who they are, what they do, what services they provide. And we host their site, we'll set up email, we do ongoing maintenance for them, and basically work as a marketing associate with them. I have long-term clients, which are wonderful, so they've come to me for when they're offering new products, new services, time for a redesign, and making sure that their message is how they want to promote it online.
Mm-hmm. Great. So what does your perfect customer look like? And, is there like a perfect, a particular industry, region, and price point that you like to work with?
Well, perfect customer for me, actually I have a few because we're very small. We're a boutique firm. I have one designer who works for me, and then we outsource our programming. So my perfect customer can be someone who knows nothing about how to get started. We will take them by the hand and guide them through the whole process. The other type of customer is, this is what I want, here's my logo, this is the message I want to get across, and we will just bring their ideas to life. So we're able to offer everything or just follow along. I would say that we do a lot of websites for legal companies, title insurance, attorneys, also a lot of restaurants, real gyms, personal trainers, a lot of nonprofit organizations. So there's really not a whole lot that we won't get into. I mean, I don't want to design a site for IBM. We don't have the resources for that. But just about any other kind of small business, we are a good fit for.
Perfect. Wonderful. So how many projects can you entertain at any given time, and can you talk to me about your bandwidth?
We are right now juggling probably between 15 and 20 projects now. Yes. One of the reasons that things get delayed is when the client, does not deliver content. They're waiting for something to be written, or they're having a photo shoot done. So sometimes we start a project and then we're waiting in the wings. We're waiting for approval. We're waiting for, we're adding someone to our team. We'll get back to you with their bio. So I could do a site, maybe it could take a week or two, and then we have sites that go on for 6 months.
Yeah.
But, we don't like to say no to anybody who wants a site, but we do offer a timeline so everybody has a good expectation of when they can expect their site to go live.
Wonderful. That's great. So with so many different companies focused on web design, tell me how you differentiate yourself.
Well, again, we're a boutique firm. A lot of people like to meet with me personally. We're very accountable, approachable. Although I have clients all over the country, I do have most of my clients in the New York, Connecticut tri-state area because they do want to sit down with me and explain what they're looking for. And because of my advertising and marketing background, I'm able to deliver their message, not just create a pretty website. So I really help guide them. I don't just take their information and put it online. If I don't think that their copy is written well, that their pictures aren't good, I will let them know. Because in the end, their finished product is going to make me look good. And a lot of our clients come to me with, they have referrals. So we want everybody to be thrilled about their website, tell everybody they know, publicize it for themselves so that it makes us look good and in turn get us more business. So,
yeah, and so when you say you sit down with them, is this, since they are out of the area from you, are you traveling to them, or do you do a lot of Skype, or?
I, for the most part, meet with local clients. I have traveled as far as, I would say, an hour and a half.
Okay.
But we're able to do almost all of our correspondence, email, and phone.
Wonderful. So for the benefit of our viewers, could you talk to the viewers about your most challenging project you have undertaken and the result your customer was able to enjoy from it?
Well, one of my customers that comes to mind is a nonprofit organization, a building and realty association. And we started working with them about 9 years ago. They were faxing all of their members invitations to their events. And
Nice.
I said, no, we're not going to do that. And we built them a site where their events are posted online. And we helped educate their team how to update the events themselves. And they've grown over the years, and we've started adding things to the site. Finally got to the point that they've outgrown what they had. And I approached them as I feel sometimes I'm part of their team. I'm not just a designer, I get paid and I walk away. So I said, it's time that you've expanded your site. You need to have news updates. You need to have the events done in a more technologically advanced way than we started it 9 years ago. And it has helped their association grow by their membership. Their membership now is a lot more aware of what's going on with them. They're able to invite real time when they have events. People can pay online if they want to attend. And because of all this activity, the search engine optimization of the site is better. So when someone's looking for an association for builders, they come right up. And
wonderful.
That's a big part of the design as well, as the search engine optimization and the ranking.
Great. No, I think that's a great story. Thanks for sharing that. So what's been the biggest challenge for you and that you have faced in your business?
My biggest challenge is growing pains. We are so busy all the time, and I tend to, although outsource design and programming, I get bottlenecked with just project management. Everybody wants to talk with me. I handle the billing. So it just gets a little tough managing it all. Because again, having 15 projects, at a time, I keep very good records, very good notes. So I could juggle. But I guess the diversity of the job makes it a little tough to grow.
Mm-hmm.
But we have grown every year, so it's a good thing.
That's fantastic. So do you have any kind of remedies that you're working on to kind of help with that?
I'm trying to figure that out. I had someone who worked for me for a while who left, and I'm thinking about hiring again. I have to figure out how to delegate better. It's hard when you have your own business to leave control to someone else.